Good evening. My last speech for this class is to use or not to use emergency contraceptive. Tonight I want to discuss what happens if you find you're cleaning your child's room, 15-year-old girl, and you find a box of Plan B in her rubbish can. Well, I'm going to tell you what Plan B is, the debate that they're having about it right now, and why I'm in support of having it stay the way it is and not changing the system, and my solutions to making it better. Okay, Plan B is an emergency contraceptive, also known as the the day after pill. Looks like this. They sell it in most drugstores. It ranges from $10 to $70. There's all different varieties. This is the most common one. And then they have some other generic ones, such as this, the Next Choice. And then this is just a few of the other ones that they have. This is what it looks like. It's just a little pill that is like a high dose of birth control. And it's supposed to, if you have unprotected sex, or the condom breaks, or you're not on birth control at all, it helps. You take it within 72 hours of after it happening, and it's supposed to stop the egg from attaching to the uterus, preventing pregnancy. Okay, right now, it's only available to, in most states, available to girls 17 and older. Some states are only 18, and you need an ID. If you're 16 and under, you need a prescription from your doctor. Okay. They want to change this to make it available over the counter to girls of any age. No parent needs to take you in to get a prescription. You just go to any pharmacy, grab it, and take it. I am in support of having it stop. I want it, as a parent, I want it to be, I want to know that my daughter's having sex. I don't want her to be sneaking around just popping this pill whenever she feels like it, and me not knowing anything about it. According to WebMD, it increased unprotected sex among teenagers. They did a study of over 5,021 college students, and they said between the ages of 11 and 16, 59% of them had sex, and about 30% of the girls all had unprotected sex. So I feel if you put this pill onto the counter, over the counter, it's just going to increase. It'll also increase more promiscuity, because right now, you know, like the one partner, you have to be careful, you have to make sure you have a condom. If they have it over the counter, you can just, some girls could just go and sleep around and then just take one pill and it'll be done. They don't have to worry about it. I feel it'll be really counterproductive, because children will grow up thinking that Plan B is okay. Like when I was growing up, you should be married before you have sex. Children out of wedlock, that kind of stuff. This I feel will increase the norm for the kids nowadays. And then also I feel 11 to 16-year-old is just too young to be making that kind of decision themselves. Lifestyle News said they gave a quote saying that teenagers don't have a concept of long-term consequences, and that's exactly how I feel. Like they see, oh, right now this is good, I'm gonna take it, I don't have to worry about it, I'm gonna just do it again, and it'll be repeated behavior. Also, if my 15-year-old is having sex, I want to know about it. That way I can have an open discussion, like Khalil said, and make sure that she's being protected, she's on birth control, and keeping her, and just being more aware of what she's doing. And then 18 out of 18 people that I polled, so 100% of people that I polled, said that they would want to know if their child is having sex, regardless of age. And then all of them also said that they would put them on birth control, and if the kids are hiding it, then it kind of takes this away from the parents. Okay. The solutions I came up to making it better was also with Khalil. She told me that Plan B should be available in schools and health rooms, so like some kind of parental consent saying that I allow my child to use this one time with you. That way at least it's monitored and it's not being abused. And a lot of teens nowadays, they feel more comfortable talking to a counselor, the guidance person, sometimes their teacher. They won't necessarily come to the parents. So this way, at least they have someone to go to if they're not comfortable talking to their parents. Another solution, which is what Khalil said, which was really great, is have an open discussion with your child. Start them at a young age about having sex, what you should do, the safety precautions, and that way, as they get older, when they do have a concern, they can come and talk to you, and they don't feel shame or, oh, my mom is gonna get mad, that kind of stuff. Another great one I found that was also on Lifestyle News was instigating a better sexual program. Also what Khalil said. For sex, when I was in sex ed in 7th grade, it was basically don't have sex, just abstain as long as you can. That's the best policy. But kids nowadays, they're not gonna listen. Kids have sex because they're bored, or they sometimes on TV, like Khalil said, they see love. They think sex is connected to love, and like all these good feelings that it's supposed to bring. When in actuality, at 12 years old, you don't know any better. Also, if you teach them now, when they get older, they'll be able to teach their kids. Like Khalil said, she didn't have sex ed, so if she didn't have the proper training, how is she supposed to tell her kids what's right and wrong if she didn't have it herself? So if you started, just instigate a better program, more like the goods and the bads, like all this stuff about the Plan B, just have it out there, more awareness, it'll help kids. And then the last solution, if they do have to make it available over the counter, they should drop it down to 16 instead of 12, like any age. At least 16 is not as bad as a 16-year-old going in and buying it is not as bad as a 12-year-old going in and buying it. Okay, let's conclude this. Then I just feel they should keep it the way it is: 17 and up with an ID, 16 and younger with their current with a doctor prescription. Teens just aren't mentally mature enough to know all the risks, know how to prevent it, exactly what they should be doing. They're just looking for the good and the positive sides of everything. Also, like I said earlier, a lot of parents don't want the fact that their kids are hiding the fact that they're having sex. Like, if your kid is doing it, you should know about it. And better informing parents and children should be the ultimate Plan A. Open discussion, have that with them. If at all possible, if it does fail, then this is what you should do. But the parent should know about it. Okay, that's it.